night, screaming at your fam, ain't from nowhere near your room. Flexing on the gram, no one there when they
Yeah. Yeah. Look, summer gone. Spend all my time either working or I'm home, putting on. Stay on my grind, this money stay on my dome. Feeling alone like your hair.
My hair.
Yo, I'm fucking screaming. Yo, this fuck is good. You definitely have to flip that shit back like that.
Right. That was ultra extra.
Okay. Yeah.
What's up? What's the deal? It's your boy Super Duper Danko back a motherfucking again. Bitch, I ain't died. I was asleep. Okay. I'm here with some randoms because y'all don't know these niggas and I barely know these niggas. But here they are. Here we are. We got. I call it Philly, but I be really forgetting what the motherfucking real name is. What you go by? What you want the folks to refer to you by? Chico Escobar, bitch, in it.
I mean, that's my middle name, but like, you could just call me Chrissy D.
Okay, because Chrissy got the D.
Oops. You knew. That's what she said.
Oh,
we got my boy Anthony here. I'll just call this nigga Chris
sir.
for the first 2 days of me.
right. And I will look around like.
Just heavy on the Chris.
Wait, my favorite part about it is never once did he say, my name ain't Chris.
Like, I'm gonna let him rock out.
He gave me the look of that ain't my name, but never said that ain't
The
my
thing
name.
is, it's not even complicated for you to be calling him Chris.
That's the other part too, and you know what? It's fine.
I don't remember being initially told what your name was. I just remember you being there. Like, it's out of nowhere, you was just there.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It's only on the schedule.
Yeah. No, but even
looks at that?
even when they had me up there, it was kind of like, hey, so this is your job now. I'm like, oh, okay,
Cool, I guess.
yeah. Be here at 2. I mean, all right.
At a whole nother store, just randomly in a meeting, like,
Yeah.
hi.
So, as you folks may or may not know, when we bring some people on this show, they tend to have some shit going on. I don't just be bringing nobodies onto the shit. They be nobody, but they be somebody to themselves. Damn, I guess everybody's somebody to themselves. It's people who doing stuff, okay?
First of all, I'm not gonna let you do Chrissy like that, because Chrissy's famous.
Listen, nah. I was about to...
Chrissy popping on the gram. She got people out the street like, yo, I seen you on the gram. Touching the streets, shaking hands with the people.
You touching the streets? You got feet on land?
And Chrissy looked up at me and I'm like, you
got boots on the ground out this motherfucker.
This man. Has anyone watched TV lately?
Has anyone seen a commercial?
Has anyone seen? I have. What's the other one?
Oh, Panera Bread.
Panera.
Wait. I don't think I ever even seen a nigga in a Panera Bread commercial.
Well, have I got a surprise for you?
Niggas in the presence of what?
Allow me to trailblaze.
His presence
I
is the
fuck with
present.
that. Blaze that trail, my boy.
You do.
Yeah.
Philly, tell us what you do. Tell us what you into and why you in this motherfucker right now.
Alright, well, besides my 9 to 5 at T-Mobile,
I don't know what you talking about.
Oh, I don't know what that is neither, but
All right.
I make money.
No brand name dropping.
Money is made.
Money's made. No, I have a nonprofit called Help for the Homeless.
Okay.
And yes, I also have another business venture I'm working on called Melanin and Melodies. You know.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yes, it's a platform for melanin people of all shades. There we go. So soon come.
Soon come. Okay, love that. My boy Chris. I'm fucking with you. All right, and what you got? Who are you? What do you?
I'm an actor.
An actor.
Yeah, an actor. Foolishly got a degree in theater. Sits
you?
at home
Oh,
at my
okay.
parents' house.
You an accredited nigga.
Yeah.
Okay, I fucks with that.
A lot of loan debt. You know, just to.
You gonna be able to spank that. It's all good.
Just to post them at the crib. But yeah, primarily just focus on the acting. Previously, I would dabble on more creative aspects, as we spoke about off camera, off recording. But
I've never seen this nigga in my life.
Acting has been the main focus as of late, and you know, it's true what they say. You put enough time in anything, you see a result.
How long you been doing your acting thing?
11 years.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So you ain't new to this. You got your bearings, and you got a degree, and you got some stamps on your passport. You know what I'm saying? Figuratively speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some things going on the resume.
Yeah.
Let us know again, like a couple of things you did.
you know. You know, before we get back to Chrissy and what she got going on, you know, let me
Chrissy in this bitch.
All right, let me do my little sparkle for a second.
Okay,
you know, I have done my fair share of commercials, especially over the past 2 years or so. Like we mentioned earlier, I've done the IHOP commercial. I've done a Panera Bread. I've done a GMC commercial.
Now, from what I've seen, so like when people be saying, I act, I'm a model, you know what I'm saying? They be like a background face and shit.
No, yeah.
When you showed me your commercial earlier, like you had,
it was me.
You was the only nigga with lines in there. Ain't nobody else who had no lines.
Somebody's whole father. Twice. Maybe 3 times.
Yeah, a few times.
When you say it, it's for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch don't tell me that you model unless you've been in Vogue. Like, my boy is actually in front of the camera. You feel me? Like, that's a beautiful
Which is
thing.
like, I get it, right? I'm like, I understand the perception part where I'm like, you kind of gotta exaggerate a bit to kind of, you know.
You gotta embellish. That's what we're talking about.
You have to. But I've never been comfortable with that. Like, I actually have a hard time being like, let me, you know what I'm saying? Pull out the whole portfolio real quick, you know, but it does come in handy. It does come in handy when you have the conversations with people who are a little bit more skeptical, like, oh, you act like everybody else acts. So I'm like, no. I act for real.
Yeah, like I act.
Yeah, I act. I get to it, you know.
Fuck with that.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. You say you've been about 11 years?
Yeah, so 11 years in total, especially post-college. And then coming up on my 8th year in LA. LA felt like a reset button for sure.
I fuck with that. That's the same.
I was like, yo.
It's culture shock compared to East Coast.
Oh, yeah.
No matter if you're from the top of the East or the bottom of the East, it's culture shock as soon as you get over here. It's crazy. This is 3 East Coast niggas over here, and here we are.
It's
Jersey, Philly, Florida man.
Whoa. Hold on. What's the camera?
He said,
wait.
He said, let me get the angles because Florida get a bad rap. Hold on. We going
I am from
pinpoint.
Miami. Not Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida is not in conjecture. It is Miami.
That's it.
The
Miami,
state
United
question
States.
mark. Yeah. Yeah, the United States is the state. Miami and Florida are not synonymous.
This man had a disclosure.
Yeah, ain't no Florida man.
He said, hold on, I ain't one of them.
Yeah, no, dude.
I ain't one of them, no. No, sir.
Bruh, that is hilarious. Wait, Phil, don't you got a business license too?
I do.
You got a license to sell drugs, right?
I do. I am a street pharmacist. Yes, I got my business license for Melanin and Melodies last year. That's when I started. And I'm trying to do something with it this year, so we're going to see what happens.
Big things.
Yes, but I have my nonprofit for like 3 years now, though. Yes.
You got staff?
No, it's me, solo dolo, and my mom, and my homie from back home.
Maybe we need to do some sort of thing where we have PTSD, come on and be like a co-sponsor, and maybe we do like a food drive or something like that. We need to put something together.
I didn't even know this was a thing. I would love to be involved.
Absolutely.
Because okay, yes, well, this is great. This is good info. Because on Tuesday, I'm actually partnering with Path, and we're doing a homeless count.
Okay.
So
I'm off Tuesday if you need some
for the
extra
people who aren't in the know, me being people. Path and the homeless count, and what is that?
So the homeless count is something that the mayor and the governor are trying to do, where they literally want a physical count of every single homeless person.
Can they do that? Is that quantifiable? That's like trying to get a count of every black person in the city.
Yeah, that's why I'm showing up, so I can see what help I can offer. But I don't know. As far as they said, it's gonna be physical heads on the street is what they're counting. So now
Heads
people,
move.
yeah. So like people that are
Heads move.
Right.
feet on the ground.
What if this head is on this street, and by the time you get around there, that head that made his way up there?
Exactly. Or the folks
obviously, it ain't gonna be a
that
perfect
sometimes
science.
live in a car and then that car gets jacked or repossessed and they got to, it's stuff happens.
I guess you're right.
So I guess they just want a generalization because what they're trying to do is buy out all those old hotels downtown that they're about to be condemned and make them into houses for the homeless. So yeah, so they're eliminating, like, not eliminating, but trying to get rid of the whole voucher thing and just kind of placing people in places.
Okay.
Because the voucher thing was restricting people at some point.
I heard that part.
Yeah.
Like there was all these stipulations to
Right, to qualify.
Yeah.
So that's why people was like, I'd rather just live on the street. So now it's easier, And then some shelters, you have to be there by 5 or 6. It's like, I don't get off work till 8. Like, how am I going to be? I have to sleep on the street. So it's like, the initiative is to get people under a roof.
For the amount of bodies there are.
No, but it's a lot of abandoned buildings for enough bodies in here for them to do something.
Yeah.
And that's where it becomes a conversation.
Booyah.
Okay. That's a big thing. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
We going not for the cloud or anything, but like we should start a little docu-series or something to follow that, so that more people can see the words and get out. Maybe that should kick it up in Iowa or some shit.
Yeah, I really don't record a lot of stuff because it'd be so cliche to be like,
so
I never record anything I do with the nonprofit,
really
but I have to.
Right, you gotta have some sort of portfolio. You gotta have some sort of something to show people, and not even for the sense of show like, look what I did, but like, this is what I can provide. This is what I can bring.
And
to the
you
table.
can do it too.
Absolutely.
There's this dude on YouTube. I don't remember the name of his channel, but he would interview people on Skid Row. To kind of like get the story, like, how did you end up here? How it's like,
wow, that's fire.
Then, like, and like legit, like,
how did that not make it to Netflix?
Well, I guess because it's always the controversy, like, are you exploiting them for views type
right
thing?
Well, absolutely, that's exactly what he's doing. But
I mean,
that doesn't mean that the stories are not well worth hearing. It's whether or not there is that absolute exploitation aspect, because like, they are not going to receive any compensation. You know what I'm saying? Not 9 times out of 10, they probably not getting shit. You feel me? But they are getting the ability to tell you their story and show their faith, and who knows what might come from that. You know what I mean? So like, it's mutually beneficial for sure. It could be mutually beneficial, but it's definitely
in favor of
in the favor of the host for sure.
Yes.
So the reason why I brought y'all here today, shit, you feel me, is because these bitches ain't shit. So now I'm playing.
Hey, talk about it.
Nah, we ain't finna sit here and woman bash for an hour. We could, but that's boring. We here to talk about love languages from the male aspect. This is the first installment on this mini series because I feel like it ain't talked about enough. And the more I spoke with people about it, that let me know that it's not talked about enough. And why is that? Like, I have my theory. My theory is this: that men don't have the safe space to acknowledge that they have a love language, and B, express that they have a love language and what that may entail. Varying reasons, but I feel like those would be the two main things right there. Why? You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that. I think even when it can be expressed, is there going to be action that takes place afterwards too? Yeah. Right? Like, it can be cute, right? Like, oh, what's your love language? And like, I'll be like, oh, my love language is this. And it's like, all right, cool story. Anyway,
exactly.
Cool story, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's we kind of got into a place, again, without woman bashing.
Yeah.
We kind of got into a place where instead of offering an equal space just for a conversation to happen, things have now tilted in the exact opposite direction, where I'm like, we're getting a very clear view on what women want, expect, look for, things like that.
It's not hard to find.
No.
There's a really large book on it.
The list is exhausting on how
that
many
wiki
things
goes on for days.
that they're clear on what they want, but I think in terms of how it relates to a relationship, especially with men, I don't think there is. If there is an interest in it, it's not nearly as much.
Yeah. To take some accountability, I feel like Damn, what was I gonna say? You know what? To take some accountability, because it was there for a second and it was gone, but it's back. Fuck y'all. To take accountability on the situation, it's like, I don't even know if I definitely didn't always know what my love languages might have been. You know what I'm saying? And I was in an extended relationship, and through that, I guess I had to find and learn and see what they was, because I didn't know what they was to be able to relate them, to share it, to express, like, you know what I mean? I had to, I guess, go without desire and understand things that I feel like I should have and I deserve. And like now that I do know, I feel like, okay, I could effectively communicate what those are now. But like at that point, I could say I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? And I guess the cliche things that's always at the top of the barrel for you to pick, or that low hanging fruit, you know what I'm saying, is getting your dick sucked. But that's not a love language.
Not really.
It's not a love language. All they want to talk about is the gawk, but that should be implied.
Should be a given.
You feel me? That's not a love
Standing on the
language.
application. Basic requirements.
Exactly. You gotta have that with your ID.
Right.
Yo,
ID, social, gawk skills.
the God, not on the resume. Not references.
But like, yeah, like, so like now I can honestly say, like, I know a little something. Like, I know the things that I like and not I don't necessarily like. And what I don't know is if it is safe now, or if it'll ever be safe for me to openly just let that be known. You know what I'm saying?
I think it can be. I think we've kind of reached a place where, you know, it just kind of takes the bravery aspect of, like, I'm just gonna. Yeah. Whether I'm asked about it or not, like, hey, by the way, my love languages are, you know, and this is what it looks like for me, right? Because I think the other thing, to your point, is like, as men, one, we don't get asked it enough. So a lot of times, like, I know my love language, but I'll forget. I'm like, what is it again? Because no one thinks to, like, really ask and, like, deep dive with me about it. And I think it's something where I'm like, all right, I need to have, for my own peace of mind, you know, in a relationship, like, I need to know, like, this is what it looks like. When I say I want quality time, this is what quality time looks like.
Exactly. For me. For you. Because it's going to be specific and subject to the person that's saying the shit. You know what I'm saying? Quality time for Philly might be getting her toes licked on. Whereas quality time for you is that y'all go and hit them all together.
Why does all your examples involve someone's tongue coming out? I don't like immediately. There is tongue involved in all. This is my intimacy. Like, just
came out of nowhere. So you about toe licking? Like.
First of all, do you suck toes?
Right.
Nah. But like, it really is subject to the person that's saying, like, what's quality time for you, Philly?
Well, me, I am an introvert. So honestly, if we're sitting on the couch next to each other doing two completely different things, I'm okay with that.
I fuck with that, bro.
I am okay with that. That's spending time for me.
Exactly.
That's
we right next to each other.
Because you know what? I can bounce an idea off you, vice versa. We can hit a blunt. You know, whole time one of us is cooking or somebody ordered the DoorDash.
You feel
Quality
me?
fucking
Quality
time. Because we done found a movie that's watching us.
Exactly.
We ain't watching it. You know what I mean? So, shit. That's for me.
We enjoying ourselves. We having a good time. Like I get a good quality time for me is like you said, being able to be in the same space and do separate things. Like maybe you reading a book, or if you scrolling the gram because that's what you into, you doing, and maybe I'm playing a little game or something, or I'm messing with something over here in my little office and shit. Like that's still quality time. I could be here in my office and you right there on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Watching your little woo wop, and we together. Like this is time we spending together. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is more of quality time than us going to hit a movie, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's quality time too, but that's outside time. That's quality outside time. The quality time that we're able to spend together intimately nothing really rivals that. You know what I mean?
And I think that's why I think it's important why it has to be specific to the person, right? And it has to be able to be respected on both sides, right? Because I think, you know, there's, even in the relationship that I'm in now, it's like one of hers is quality time, but quality time for her would be outside quality time.
Right.
And that's
I
okay.
I can't
That
always be
speaks
like,
to her.
well, as long as we're inside together,
Yeah.
this is quality time. I'm not
Right.
like, all right, every now and
Right.
then, let's step out, let's do what you really enjoy, and I'll just, you know,
Compromise.
I'm there with you.
yeah, I'm plus one. It's fine. You know, like, this is what
And we gonna enjoy that together.
There you go.
Absolutely. Like, man, look, you know how many bullshit ass goddamn crime documentary series and you know what I'm saying? Murder mystery podcast and shit I done sat through.
I
Like,
love a good murder mystery.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the time that speaks. That's the time that will speak to her. You know what I'm saying? So that's the time that will speak to us together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to pitch him like, man, he definitely killed her. He definitely killed her.
Yeah.
That was definitely John. He way too cool about this situation. John did that.
You knew.
John definitely did that.
Yeah.
shit.
It
You know what I'm
was
saying?
definitely a John
And I
Dahmer.
make it a point to make sure I'm not even acting like I'm gung ho about it. Like, oh, did you see the last episode? But like when I'm present, you know, I'm making sure that I'm omnipresent as best as I can. Because I'm not going. You're not going to 100% dive into that if that's not true. That's only going to catch me but so much. But I am absolutely interested in how he did that shit, how he getting away, how many times he did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
part.
Like,
That
but
part.
but that's something that I'm able to gain qualities from her that now I can say is a part of my quality too. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing for me.
Absolutely.
What's one of yours, Philly? We touched quality time. I don't know all of them.
About to say,
Apparently
like,
there's a
well,
list.
we need the.
Apparently
yeah.
there's a list. Do y'all know the list?
definitely- No, I don't.
There's words of affirmation for sure.
Oh, that's so
Quality
cliche.
time.
But this is the cliche topic. We just don't talk about the male aspect.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying?
So I know, hey, it's words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, gifts. And
Okay,
there's
I guess
one
that-
Oh, like
more
just
I'm missing.
because gifts and shit like that.
And there's one more.
It's like 5 or 7 or some shit.
See,
It's 5.
I
So
always-
okay, so
I
since you
always
said there was
say-
a cliche, like what are yours?
So I guess you could say I'm newly single. I gotten out of a 9-year relationship about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Yes, we were
felt
almost
that.
at the 10-year mark,
felt
ringing
it.
all that.
I
But
felt it.
you know, some shit went down, whoop-de-whoop. Long story short, I'm here, she's not.
Here we
So,
are.
I mean, my thing is, amongst the dating scene, I mean, minus it being so many, like, people that are just so, I don't know, I call it earthy. Like, the ones that are like Grand Rising and Crystals and, you know, it's so many out there. And it's like, if you're not into it, like when I was texting females, I was about to say bitches, I'm terrible. When I was texting
When I was hitting
females,
these bitches
I had,
Nah, for the content.
like one is like when I was hitting these bitches up, like one I had to mix up with the Grand Riser with the Good Morning Beautiful Queen. I'm like, yo, why can't I just say what's up? Like, why is that being disrespectful and not giving enough energy for the vibes? Am I
I
in
was
the
about to say,
camera?
why can't you? I was cocked and ready. I'm like, bitch, why the fuck can't you? What's up?
Like,
You can't, I can't
I
say you
mean,
can't
maybe
do that.
every now and
You
then,
can't
but
do that.
it's like every
Are you
time.
talking about like initial contact or like okay we're already texting we're communicating and I hit you with the what's up, like what aspect are you talking about that in this?
Like with me just saying what's up instead of saying all the extras?
Yeah. Are you talking about
Well, I
like
mean-
initial contact or are you talking about okay like we have each other's information or there's rapport or whatever and I'm greeting you for this day or whatever?
Right. Yeah, it's just like I'm not gonna give you that every day. I mean, sometimes I say yo instead of hello on the phone. You know, like
So I get that, I understand that, but I feel like you should be able to do that. I feel like if that's within your character, that should be what you're able
yeah,
to
if that's your
express.
thing for sure. But I mean, like I'll probably
No, I
do
mean,
it
like even
once
for
or
you,
so,
like
and then
because you
sprinkle some other shit.
If you are more of a like okay, so like, let's say if I'm entertaining somebody and I'm a Grand Rising, blessed, you know what I mean, blessings, you know what I'm saying. That's the wave I'm on, but
That's
she's
like-
more of a hey, what's goody? Like if I'm reciprocating her energy, I'm gonna reciprocate that because that's the way you communicate. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. Are you dealing with the situation? Yeah. But like, what are you going through? Like, tell me more.
But if I'm like, if this is gonna be long term, I don't want to feel uncomfortable for a long term time by just always saying,
being on your way.
Good morning, like grand. I can't get the shit out. Grand rising instead of good morning or hi. Or, it's like I don't know.
She asked you how many crystals you have in your pocket and which ones.
All I know is that it's green.
Yeah.
Mind
I don't know none of that.
The amount of crystals and sage in this person's house.
Listen.
Oh, so you a hypocrite.
I had to. No, I had to because every time I get a birthday gift, my friends buy me that stuff. That's all gifts.
Oh,
the candles, the sage,
you're like, yo, I'll
the
come over.
Palo Santo.
Right, I'll like the incense. I got the good vibe crystal off in the corner.
I don't even know what that is. And then it was an elephant that has to face towards the east. And I'm just like, okay. Right? So I keep the gifts. I keep the gifts. I don't re-gift. I don't throw them away. I keep the gifts. I have the chakra book.
Okay.
But
Did
do you
read
feel
it?
I have the cards.
Did you read the book?
Absolutely not.
like
It's pretty pictures. Okay? Pretty pictures. But no.
Do you feel like there's an opportunity for like a learning experience?
I have learned.
Okay.
Because they told me ahead of time, this is what you're getting, so you better know about it. So I'm like, I might as well know about when I get it. So I mean, I know I'm a Sagittarius.
Right.
There's an app called CoStar I downloaded.
Did I? In pursuit of a young lady.
To know about my supposed moon.
Fuck that. I have to know. How did you find out you're Sagittarius?
Supposedly, that's how I act. They're like, what's your sign? I said, serious, I knew it. I'm like,
at a certain point you get tired of like, how dare you try to read me? Like,
right.
I'm a Cancer. I can tell. Excuse me? What does that even mean?
I figured. Oh my God. Sorry.
Did you figure?
You're a fire sign, right? I'm like,
what does that even mean?
I mean, I'm anemic. I don't stay hot. I'm cold all the time. I'm glad it's hot in here.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm a fire sign. I was just born this way. But low key, I feel like it's because it's what everybody's into. So I feel like that's why you're finding more so than now.
But do you feel like, because the fifth one that I missed was acts of service, right? And I feel like a lot of times,
you looked it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a lot of times.
I fuck with a Googler.
Like I told, remember we talked about this. I'm like, I gotta know. I can't come across ignorant.
Talk about it.
We're not getting here without it.
Yeah. Nah, we not off the no. Okay, now that I know. Do you feel like the love languages that you embrace are the ones that you kind of reach out with? So say, for example, I don't know if it's acts of service for you, but like, because you don't really care for the crystals, but you know enough to carry a conversation in it, is that like a reflection of like, let me try to like...
Right, it's me trying. It's my trying.
I care about what you care
That's
about.
the effort explained. That's the energy exuded that what you hope is reciprocated enough that when you exhibit some things that you're interested in, it's carried with the same love. You know what I'm saying? That's what the hope is.
True that.
So run them all down again?
Okay, yeah. So the official list is you have words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, which is not to be confused with acts of service.
No.
Quality time and physical touch.
Okay, so wait, say the first two again.
Words of affirmation and acts of service.
Yeah, I seen it. Because I was going to say 3, but I think I remember the third one. That's quality time. Wait, say it again?
Words of affirmation and acts of service are the first 2.
Okay, so words of affirmation, I'm assuming that's like bigging the person up. I don't require that as much as I love to give it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to, like, if you got a promotion or you in school and you doing good, you just graduated, you excelling at work, you fly, like you're gorgeous, you got a great smile, your nose cute as fuck. Like I'm happy to acknowledge those things, whereas in return I don't require that. It don't really move me so much to hear it, I guess.
Okay.
It don't bring me any higher or lower. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's reciprocated. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, you don't fuck with that. Ooh, thank you. But like, it's not like you don't never tell me I'm cute, bitch.
You don't open the door for me, ho.
You that bitch. You just evil.
When the last time you called me king?
I know.
Yeah, I'm fucking screaming. That's funny as hell.
Yeah.
But like, I'm big on acts of service too. I'm happy to rub a back, rub some cheeks. You feel me? I rub feet if they ugly.
Do you look to receive acts of service?
Only for a back rub.
Okay.
And being cooked for, because I would assume that's acts of service too. Because like
that's why I say you regular with gifts.
Yeah, I'm going. That's something I'm gonna do regular. Like I'm going to cook. I'm going like, you know what I mean. Like if you lay down and your phone not charged, it's dying. I'm gonna throw it on the charger for you. Like, you know what I mean. I'm gonna do a little shit. I'm gonna look out because that's just the type of person I have. Right. The energy I have. What I expect from you is open my door sometimes. Like now.
Acts of service.
Just rub my back every now and then. Just rub the fuck out of my back every now and then. And bro, the reciprocation behind that, ooh, it'll just make me want to do shit for you because I'll be like, oh, I ain't got a back rub in a couple of days. I'm probably gonna get one soon. Ooh, let me go get her flowers. You feel me? Like, I don't know. That's just me. That's the energy I would come with. You know what I mean?
So say, okay, cooking. You said acts of service, right? What if like
I require acts of service. That's
what if one person in a relationship is just better at cooking and they prefer to cook?
That's fine because that tends to be me.
Does that make it an act of service still, or is that just a routine?
It's still an act of service if it's enjoyed when it's being done.
Yeah, if it speaks to your partner, then I would say yes.
If it's enjoyed when the person is cooking,
but then they can't flip it and be like, "How come you don't never cook?" And then you be like, "Well, I thought you like cooking."
See, it could be flipped if it's not being done, if it's not an even enough balance. Like even there's got to be some. If I'm going to cook 3-4 times a week, you gotta. You know what I mean, even if you coming through with ordering some food. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like,
that's usually me.
Yeah, true.
I got the DoorDash on the way. You know what I mean?
If cooking is not exactly what you love to do, I understand that everybody don't love doing the dishes, but some people don't mind that shit. I fucking hate doing the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Some people really don't mind that. That's fine. You feel me? Like I love cooking. Everybody not gonna love because I like shopping for my vegetables. Like I be giddy in the supermarket looking for my produce. You feel me? Everybody not gonna have that energy, but you know what I like to eat, so order it.
True.
You feel me? Like.
Makes sense. Even.
I would agree with that. I think like I said, I think you got to find a way to speak to the love language that makes sense. You know, and then also kind of like lean into yours, right? Where it's like I can already I can hear the furious tapping away at the phone like he wants his back rubbed.
You already know the comments about to go crazy.
Of what?
It's about to go crazy. What did he do to deserve?
What bill is he paying to keep her hands limber enough to rub his back?
I'm happy to pay bills. You feel me? Like
but that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it has to be reciprocated. I'm like it can't be something where I'm like your pride. I feel like a lot of times, you know, where it comes to the whole thing, especially with women, it's like y'all pride get in the way of like, what did he do to deserve a back rub? It's like, what do you mean? What deserve?
That's your person.
Like,
that's your person, is it not? Like,
why do you have to deserve it? You know, like.
I get that.
Yeah, why is it incentive based?
Right. At what point did this become a task based thing, like a reward based system? You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely not tick for tack either. Like I did this for you last time.
It's your turn now.
Nah.
It's not even about the amount of times that it's done from one person. It's just it needs to be done by both people.
Yeah. And I think you know, just for the topic at hand, I think that men in particular need to be a lot more vocal and be comfortable being vocal about like this is what I like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But and the safe space needs to be created. And what's gonna have to happen first is niggas gonna have to be unapologetic about it. The same way women start being unapologetic about the shit they feel. It was on the surface. It was what it is, and you either want to take it or leave it. It's nowhere near the amount of given as it might have once been, like in the days of our parents and things like that. You feel me? Like women are like, nigga, fuck you.
It's true, especially this new generation.
You feel me?
Like,
because they got good jobs. You feel me? They
at an
got
early
degrees.
age.
You feel me? 2-3 kids doing better than you, taking care of themselves, credit score. Like, you feel me? Like they don't give the slightest bit of fuck about you. So when you have a lot to offer, it makes you pretty. Pretty don't make you like they don't move it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you be having to give and exude more for them to want to give that. You know what I'm saying?
I got a controversial take, I guess, in today's scope and hemisphere of worth. Where I feel like all these are things where, you know, we kind of switch traditional roles on its head, which is fine, right? I think times change. You have to kind of adapt to whatever, you know, the times are. But I'm like, this idea of like all the things that you listed are not typically impressive. Not typically typically impressive to somebody who is looking for other qualities.
Yeah.
Right? Because I could be like, yo, Chrissy, I got this girl. She works at Chase Bank. She makes X amount per year. And I start listing off accomplishments and this, that. And you're like, all right, but what about her personality?
Right, like,
is she
how,
cool? Can I buy her? You know what I'm saying? Like,
her last name.
yeah, exactly. Like, and I think there's certain things where I'm like, it's not a tit for tat where I'm like, typically, regardless, right? It's like you're looking as a man to provide some type of security, right? So all these things that, if you read it to her, it's impressive. Oh, I work at such and such. I make X amount. I do this, that, and that, because that's impressive in the security aspect for them. As men, I'm like, I don't care if you teach. Really, are you a cool person?
That's all
Can I see myself building something with you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this whole thing of like, oh, I don't need you for this, that, and I'm like, I was not asking to be needed.
That was
in that aspect. If you're good on that end, good for you. But what other qualities are there? And I'm not saying, oh, she got to cook. I'm just like, what other personality qualities that make you stand out?
What do you have?
Yeah, what do you have to offer?
Yeah, like straight, plain and simple. Like, what is there about you that I should give a fuck about?
Yeah.
And the perception is like, as men, we should automatically just give a fuck because we have to put on the show in order to gain the attention enough for the show to be noticed. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be putting on the show and she could be sitting sideways. The show is that way. She know what's going on. Hello. You feel me? Like, but she know the show is there. The show ain't went nowhere. You feel me? You still putting the show on. Unless you gain the attention for the show to actually be seen and paid attention to, the channel could easily be changed.
Yeah. To me, like, I'm always so confused where I'm like, again, you see the rants, I do this, I do that, I don't need him for this. I'm like, yeah, but these are all...
definitely a lot of men bashing out, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm so confused. I'm like, does any of these things hold you at night? When you're having a rough day at that 6-figure job and you're crying about your coworkers, who are you complaining to? The girl? The group chat? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the group chat don't care no more.
And the group chat don't care.
Told you in there.
Been told you they don't care.
Don't care.
We gonna pretend to care. The group chat been quit. Bitch, we been told you to quit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, these type of things, I'm like, these are not a flex the way you think it's a flex.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, I guess, Chrissy, in your situation where it's not, it isn't like a gender class necessarily. And that point, what is it?
It's not
so
though?
hard.
Because I had a really, really bad man. Let me tell you the stupid shit I asked one time. Okay, and then you can just tell. So, I already told you one of my favorite people in the world. I mean, she's a lesbian, my cousin. She is my ace boom. You feel me? Now, back in the day, you feel me? I asked her, I'm like, yo, like,
oh God.
I mean, y'all gay, like you and your girlfriend be having threesomes. Y'all, mind you, they both there. I'm asking them because we all homies and shit. I'm like, y'all be having threesomes and shit. Y'all just be fucking bitches. And my cousin looks at me and says, "Do you and your girl be fucking bitches?" I was like, well, no. She was like, nigga, exactly. It's the same thing. Fuck you mean, like.
Yo.
And I learned something that day.
It's so
There's no
tough
difference.
now because the dating scene, the lesbian dating scene is just so. Well, first of all, it's just so many letters involved. Like besides the regular
keep getting added.
LGBT.
This is true.
So at this point, like, if you call
You're right.
somebody a she, like, you could offend the fuck out of them. Like, so I try not to dibble dabble, but outside of that, you find a lot of, I guess you could say, reborn gays.
Okay.
You know, like the
The
ones
new
that
age
have
ones?
actually been married for years. And had several children that are older or of my age that are out there swimming in the pool. And it's just like on top of that, you got the Gen Z who look like they're older than what they are.
They do.
And it's
They
just
be looking so stressed out.
It's the.
I don't know what it is, yo.
Is that what it is?
I don't know what it is.
They
but
look
bitch, they
older
be,
than
nigga.
me.
And I'll be seeing. I check people IDs for a living.
Yo.
And I look up like, bitch, I was born.
I'm like, I
6
know
years
you.
before
This
you.
ain't 92.
You like my age, bitch.
Cause I'm 80 whoop the whoop, and it ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. So nowadays, you really gotta figure out: do you want to deal with somebody with kids? Because that's definitely
Absolutely.
like a tiebreaker.
Absolutely.
You
And
know,
do you feel like that's like the most emotionally mature option available?
No, I don't
Really?
think that's.
I
I don't think that
mean-
I'm
has
talking about
any.
her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
No, I'm sorry.
In
I'm
the-
like Chrissy,
I'm
like,
like, bitch,
yeah, so
you-
Chrissy, I'm like,
because I can't get nobody pregnant. All right, so I'm be dealing with another man's child. And at the moment, right now, like I said, I'm for me, a year and a half is newly single. So
I would agree. So,
right after 9 years, so I feel
that ain't
like.
nothing but a drop in the bucket.
Thank you.
exactly.
Like I barely scratched the surface.
Yeah.
I went behind the ears. So I feel like dealing with somebody with a child is a lot for me.
Yeah.
Seeing as though I don't plan to have children
Right.
at the moment, for me to deal with someone that
Or be
already
like a
has
mother.
one,
Oh,
right? Because then I know a lot of people that fell into that, broke up, and then the child was hurt.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
that's a whole nother topic in itself. But yeah, I just don't like that shit. So it's tough out here
It is.
in the alphabet community.
In the alphabet community. I'm so
Okay.
glad you said it, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know how to letter myself. I'm about to lose my card.
There goes another comment. How dare these hooters see?
Listen, I already lost my black card. I can't play spades. I'm just out there.
Oh my God, you
I'm
saying
neutral.
a lot of stuff. In the
I'm
world.
neutral. Listen, put it out there now.
That's
From
what
Philly,
Somebody
man.
teach me.
She is
I'm always
from
like curious to,
Philadelphia.
like, know and learn. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like,
We played Paquino. If y'all know Paquino, if you know, you know.
Paquito?
Paquino, if you know, you know.
Paquito?
Bitch. If you know, you know. That's what
you
I'm
always
saying.
like, you always can resort to like traditional gender roles with like a male woman dynamic. But I'm like, I'm curious when it's like when all those kind of get stripped away. I'm like, what is the
Yeah.
qualifications at that point? What is it that like what do you build off of when it's not like you can't play off it, you can't play against it? It's just
Right.
like
Yeah, it's like, honestly, in my previous relationship, I was like technically the male. But I did
That's cute.
provide.
That's
I
cute.
think it's a Negro. But no. I don't even know why you got me on this show, but I was like the provider. Like I, paid the bills. Like she ain't never had to pay a bill. I was, doing the do working, whoop whoop. So I mean, I've never been in a relationship where it was like potentially 50-50 or someone carried the bulk of the bills.
What's the requirement on the end for your spectrum of the alphabet community? Because we know what the expectation is on our end, and I'm not opposed to it because I mean, shit, my dad was born in 55. You feel me? So like, you know what I'm saying? I watched what my grandpa did. He held it down, and between him and my grandpa, it was probably about 14 of them motherfucking kids.
That's real.
Bitch.
That's real. Papa.
You feel me? And my grandma was a teacher.
Hello.
But like, so I know what's expected of me, but I expect that of myself. You feel me? So if I'm not able to reach a certain level, I'm bothered by it. So I'm always striving to make sure that I can provide a certain level of comfort because that's the comfort that I saw being provided. You feel me?
Right.
What the fuck is the situation for y'all?
Honestly, just speaking personally, I probably feel like I will always have that provider mentality because I'm not going to be left high and dry for nobody. Like, and I'm glad I had that mentality because when, we did split up, it was no change for me. I hate to say that, like I could still maintain.
Man, that's why I love
what I'm doing.
It's like I just gotta pay less bills now. Like it's just the bill.
You know, right? And I'm actually saving money because I'm not eating out unnecessarily or extra service.
Wait. No. We're not gonna just breeze past the level of saving money that she is. I can't imagine you being a.
It's severe, especially
you
when
are the
like
most economical person I know.
You know what's tough for me. You do it. Like when I told that person, I'm like, yeah, why go to Target? 99 cent only got it, and the face turned up. I was like, 99 cent only the shit. I don't care what you say. It's a tiny Walmart, and we going to Five Below after.
It's definitely a tiny Walmart. They got Five Belows here. I have not seen that.
There's one down the street from me.
Yeah, they do.
See, that's why I'm moving out there, bro.
You might as well come out there.
What I was just talking about.
Yeah.
I just said I was going out there, bro.
As you should.
Man.
Yes. But, yeah, it is kind of tough to define the roles, but I think that's why a lot of, I guess you could say, well, just speaking from lesbian relationships, they identified by the way they dress. Like, I dress like a boy, I'm a man.
All day, bro. These bitches are stressing me. I don't
in
know.
order to see.
Right. You make peace with
You got to.
having them on. Yeah.
You got to do it, my boy. But yeah, I don't know. I just wear what I wear, and
so it's kind of like an open for discussion.
you definitely got to have it established in the beginning, though.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I guess that's across the board because
it is across the board. But like I said, like I feel like it's always interesting because again, if nothing else, right, with a man, woman, you can always fall back into that role until otherwise instructed.
Absolutely.
As opposed to like if we already, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Claim
That's
the same
already
gender.
a
What do we
gender
use
norm,
as like the
you
measuring
gotta let
scale?
them know up front and be like, listen, it's 50-50. We halfing on the bill. You know what I mean? I'll treat every now and then. You know, a gift here and there. But I ain't paying for everything.
Yeah.
Shit. Cause I feel like I don't require a lot like femmes, like makeup. So crazy right now. Like the nails, the pedicures, manicures stuff. Like it's no longer send me $40. It's send me $400. It's like
cost is up though.
It's crazy.
Bitch, I'm about to become a makeup artist.
You
now
might
I
have
see why
to. You
everybody
might
got
have
MUA on their
to get
goddamn
these
Instagram.
skills up. Go to
Cost
YouTube
is up.
University
My
and
My
learn
damn
how to
hand
do
was
this
so
shit.
shaky,
I'm
bitch.
like,
Yo. Okay.
It costs what?
Yo. The fuck? Shit. So, yeah, you just gotta learn how to do a lot of things. Like, you know, bring the foot massager home, you know, buy that shit off Amazon. Get the oils.
Come here, give me your foot.
You lather that bitch up, you know, son. Ain't no way. So, yeah. But I think, honestly, COVID played a big part on just people's perspective in life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that little 2-year situation.
Of being confined.
It definitely, I mean...
It was some perspective for everybody.
It was forced.
Everybody,
no choice.
it was in your face. You had to stare it in the face.
It brought a lot of things to life because you weren't always on the go. It was like you had time to sit there.
Yeah.
Right.
Dress it up to go where, and you know,
Right.
like you in the crib.
Here
Going
we
to the
are.
grocery store.
We here already.
Yeah. It made a lot of people content with being by themselves, being single.
Yeah.
Or the new poly thing where it's like multiple people in a
I ain't gonna lie, it's
relationship.
interesting.
I don't see it
A
working.
lot of people go that route because
It ain't
they
practical
either...
for everybody,
I don't
but
see it working, though.
I'm just saying
I've
it's
seen
interesting.
it a lot though in the dating scene where they're looking for a third or, you know, whatever. And I'm just
I don't
like...
want to be the third though. I ain't gonna lie.
I just don't want to be the extras. I
I don't want to be the third. Like I can't come in on it. We gotta
I
either
respect it,
establish
but-
it in the beginning where we all three is in the dating scene together and we just could co-mingle, or me and one, and then we get that third. I could never be the
I've had it explained
walk
to me
on.
by people that are currently in poly
not the
relationships.
draftee.
It just sounds so like if you wake up before me, y'all fucking in the bed, and I'm just next to y'all, and I'm just like, good morning.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't think the dynamics. I think it would have to take a certain type of perspective, right? I think you actually benefit
It
more
does,
from being a
though.
third.
y'all gotta have shit written down.
You know what I'm
Put
saying?
Put that shit in blood,
for
because
me,
ain't no
I'm
way.
Like, if
So,
I'm in that
I feel
situation,
like-
I'm not emotionally tied to either one of y'all at that point.
You know, like.
But that would have to be the only
So
scenario.
it's
I
funny
can't
that
have
this
real
nigga
feelings
is the
for anybody.
voice. He's the voice of reason over here. Think about the EBS.
I gotta
has
break
to
down the
be.
logistics of it.
We would have
Like,
went off on a tangent hours ago. It's crazy, no. But no, seriously, I know people that are in it, and they've explained it to me. I've met their partners, and they look happy.
Mm-hmm.
But
I feel
it's
like if
just,
it's done well, it could be amazing.
Yeah, if you-
but the likelihood of it being done well is more slim. Just because it's not the norm, so it's not immediately graspable up top. Like I could understand like a tribal aspect of it, like okay, now these children
like
that we
a
have
culture type thing.
these two powerful women to be their leaders and bring them up, so they come up with that much more potential to succeed. You know what I'm saying? I can understand
Like
that
hustle
aspect
and
of it.
flow.
Yeah, but. The part of it that's a little bit unfathomable is the fact that these two heifers cycles is gonna sync up, and once a
no,
month.
but I think
That's a real statement.
But I think
no
but I think to
lie.
your point, I think that would be
It's
the
gonna
only
be
way it would
hard
work.
around
If it
here
was
once a
community
month,
aspect,
like-
It
like,
would
we
have
build a
to
community.
A community
Yeah,
I can see
aspect
that.
is practical
I can see
in
that.
that
Yeah.
aspect, you know what I'm saying?
the
But like when
whole-
you think
everything-
logically,
everything else, I'm like,
right,
don't make no
right,
sense.
like
'Cause it always-
personalities
Yeah, it don't make no
like,
sense.
These
Someone
bitches, they
always
both
gets
like
left
different
out.
toothpaste
Exactly.
and
By
shit.
default.
Like,
Someone always gets left out.
One is a cooler one by default.
It has to be.
Yeah.
You have to be accepting
You
with the
don't.
fact
It's
you're like,
somebody
you're
love
getting
for
you.
short-handed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, no, I don't want to go see the 3-hour movie. I'm like Avatar. Like,
Right.
yes.
Well, we out.
Right. And
Stay your
they
ass
probably
in
go
there,
fucking
bitch.
movie theater.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So we
It's a
out.
3-hour movie. I need
Yeah.
something to do. But no, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. But I mean, hey,
to each his own.
if you like it, I love it.
Man, indeed.
And even going back to being, I guess, the voice of reason, it's like speaking to the love language, something like that just kind of gets thrown in the blender at that point.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
at that
You
point,
You might as well pick it out of head.
Yeah, like,
What's today?
right,
Whose
who's
love
love
language
language?
to-
Yeah, who we loving on?
Who we
caters
loving
to
on
who?
today?
who caters to who? Like, is that a discussion in the beginning?
All I
Like,
see is double gifts, double heartache, double headache.
Yeah.
Double it up.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like that's the one thing our generation.
financially, if
Has
you
struggled.
got two incomes coming in there and one staying home
But like I
raising,
said,
keeping
going-
a home,
it would have
damn.
community. That's
But
it. That's the
wait.
yeah,
only way it
'cause
works.
if
do you-
every time you think
That's the only
community,
way
you
it
just
works.
like, damn.
But how do you deal with the families?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like
what
telling
I mean?
everybody?
It's bad enough having one set of in-laws. You got 2 sets of in-laws.
Ooh, and they gotta know about this. They all gotta come to
You
the
gotta
rewatch.
have
They all gotta come
partners
to
that
the
are cool with
everything.
burning bridges at that point. Like, we don't have to go see the holiday.
Partners who don't give a
Perfect.
fuck
We never
already.
talked to her like
They
that
done burnt them.
anyways,
They done
so-
burnt them already.
I was outcast of the family.
her
Hey,
mama
how
knew
you
she
doing?
was
my name,
problems.
My name is Anthony. Come join the squad.
We always
We
knew
looking
she
for a
was
fourth.
gonna end
Yeah.
up like this.
Oh, you don't no ties? Hey, come on, hey. We can build a family. Come on over.
This is the best tangent ever, bro. How do we get here?
Some
Oh,
real
okay. Because
things.
that's going on in the dating scene.
Yes.
But yeah, like it's not for you. It's not for everybody.
I'm not gonna
bro.
lie. I don't want to return back to the dating scene. From some of the stories I've heard.
It's not
I'm not
cool.
being a cool uncle at that
There is
point.
not
Like,
plenty
if
of
I-
fish in the
Yeah,
sea.
If I'm back outside, we'll
Yeah.
see
It's giving
me,
plenty
listen.
stress.
After all this
Yeah.
rain California got, the fish are not
Yeah.
in.
Let me tell you how I knew the dating scene was hard, right? When I got here, when I got to California and I was going around doing open mics and shit, all the comics was doing jokes about the dating scene, and I'm like, they not lying. This is
They're
they laughing at their
yes.
pain right now. Like
I have
shit, it's got to be
stories.
hard
Y'all
here.
got
How do
time?
you not have stories?
I got a quick one.
Not even to like,
Wait,
like,
wait.
right? Not
She
even
got
to
a quick
like,
one.
It's
All right,
like
all
2
right.
minutes, right?
Go on and tell your story.
So I'm on Hinge, of course.
okay,
Hey,
okay.
that's all
Right?
I'm Hey.
You know, dude, chatting it up, boom. We switch numbers. We're texting. You know, been talking for about 2 weeks. You know, we was about to meet up, right? So real random. One day, she's like, "Hey, can you fight?" I'm like,
What?
Well, I mean, yes. I just haven't been to fight in some time now. Like,
Right,
I'm a
'cause
grown ass
I am
fucking adult,
at this
like-
big age.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, okay. I'm just saying, like, my ex, like, she has my sweater, and I really want my sweater back.
Bitch,
and I was hoping you
what?
could go with me. Not
What?
saying we're gonna fight or anything. I was just trying to find out.
How old is she?
As a first date?
Within the first 2 weeks.
But y'all
Because you haven't
hadn't
met each
linked
other
up
yet,
Yeah.
so
yet.
it would.
So that would have been
I
the
was
first date.
thinking about
That would have
asking
been the
her.
first date.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
to
first
go to
date
her
was-
ex's house
yeah.
to get a sweater.
That would have been the first date.
Oh, so okay, so maybe I shouldn't have just blocked her immediately because
You
that's what I
probably
did.
should have.
No, you.
You're not gonna ask me, can I fight? It
Pardon
didn't
me,
tell
what?
me a story.
What kind of sweater? Like this better not been no
Is
Hollister
it that
hoodie.
important?
This a custom sweater that she paid $25 for.
Is it that serious?
Bitch, if it's from Fashion Nova, oh my god, she
It's
done got this
it's
sweater off
probably an Old
Shein.
Navy hoodie, like.
The sweater probably not even hers. It's probably one of her ex-exes.
The deeper story is it's not even about the sweater. It's like, oh look, I showed up with the new with the replacement. How you doing?
I ain't
Can I
got
get my
time.
things
This
back?
girl got a
Yeah.
gun. I'm done.
Yeah, it's a
Nope.
it was a power play.
So yeah, that's what's out there, ladies. and
No,
gentlemen.
I believe you.
It's horrible.
And it's like again,
That's
not to
hilarious.
flex at all, right? But I'm like, I feel like
I have more, but next time. Next
I
time.
almost want to just hear more, but like,
I feel like being out here was the first time, again, and I say this as humbly as possible, right? Where I had problems getting the girl to commit.
I could dig that. I
So
could
she was
definitely
out
dig
here
that.
hoeing and wasn't trying. Ooh.
Right. She was the one that's like, there's just so many options. I'm like, what?
No.
We
Probably not.
right. I'm like, what?
They're so.
I'm
You
confused
still
because
trying to find options, bitch? Like what?
I'm so confused because I'm like, if that's what we on, that's
If this
fine.
is what we doing,
But
Okay.
yeah,
fine.
I guess.
you're coming at me with commitment energy, but you don't want to commit.
Right.
But if I don't commit, it would be an issue. So what are we doing?
Confusion.
Yeah, I don't
What
understand.
are we doing? Yeah, that seems like some LA stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Dating in LA is
Cause I stopped trying to fight myself. You know, like you try to lead to the
Definitely
guy
like that.
stereotype of like I don't really need the relationship. I'm like, no, I'm a relationship type dude.
right, right.
Naturally,
for
I naturally
sure.
gravitate
I
towards
can-
like
I can
commitment
agree with
and
that.
Right.
partnership and
Fun.
building.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's built in. It's built in.
It's built in.
It
It's
is.
just
Built
like
in.
you
What
said,
year
like
was
89.
It was built in.
But the
It's
same
built
the
in.
same aspect, like you said, you
Yeah.
seeing your granddad, seeing your dad hold it down. Seeing, like I've seen my dad hold it down. I'm like, it could be a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I would like some of that.
Right, like please.
I would love some of that.
I would love to build.
Can we build
Yeah,
together?
can we build?
You don't die. Let's do it.
Yeah, you
And
come
they
out
just
here.
like,
You're right, like, can I lease? Can I? Is there a trial period?
Like,
Wait, what?
Weekends? What the
I
weekends
know.
look like?
Like today?
Yeah, like.
I got Tuesdays
I
off.
got Tuesdays off.
Yeah.
What works for you next month? Because
I was just so. I don't understand.
it's crazy. So bad.
Damn. It's hard. I'm
In between.
I don't envy y'all.
yeah, cause it's like
I don't envy y'all.
it's
I-
sleep
I-
though.
it's
yeah.
not even it's not even down in between because I'm not so much in between no more. Like I feel more like I'm out because, as you know, like I've dated like 2 people and I can't even say dated, like it just we kind of kicked it a bit.
Connected.
Yeah, and I thought it was cool, but like as soon as there was something to connect, I didn't really want to connect. And maybe it's just that it ain't ultimately the quality of what I really want full time, but I just ain't felt like, yeah, I should do this.
But why? Did y'all discuss love languages?
Absolutely not.
See that?
And
There
I
we
feel
go.
like
I think this nigga
I
supposed
feel
to be
like
the
people
host.
don't. You see
No,
what
but
I'm saying?
it plays a part.
It does.
Low-key.
You're right.
But
you're right.
also, I was out. Of course,
I
was
don't
on fucking.
know if there was the
What
space
was
for
that
that.
one?
And I don't even know if I wanted to communicate it.
But see, that's the thing. See, that's what I was getting to. People don't know how to date anymore. You don't have to commit right away. It's not like for Jeff, you know. It can be multiple people.
You ain't never had a set boy at Costco?
It doesn't make you a whore, you know. Well, not if you just fucking.
If you just fucking, I mean,
but
if
you really trying to figure out what you want long term, you have to date. And you can't be too attached to multiple people because that's. You know.
And I want to assume it can't come too fast.
Right.
So
you can't expect an immediate connection, though.
You was cool as
that's my whole point. Well, it all depends on how much time you put into.
Yeah.
But that's the other part too, right? I think that's the pride part where like people don't want to put in the time.
Yeah.
Like what I look like putting in 3 months.
Because
like,
at that point you make yourself kind of vulnerable.
90 days?
You know what
Yeah.
Not 90 days.
The trial period, yeah. The probational period
Not
for most
90
things.
days.
Like what you mean?
Like what?
3 months gonna pass.
Absolutely not.
You be back outside by summer. It's cool.
Not back outside.
But I think the expectations of people, and it's probably mostly because of social media, the expectations be so high. They automatically expect the person to have that car, that house,
They
that
automatically
salary.
expect a person to assume the role of without them having to do a bit of the same.
To invest in anything.
At all.
Yeah.
Any bit of anything.
Mm-hmm. They don't watch too many documentaries when the male bird be doing the dance and shit.
You stupid.
And the girl bird just standing there watching. She's like, nah, I'm gonna go see this nest over here. Let me see what this nigga bird, what his feathers look like.
Right.
Not the Animal Planet.
I've seen a documentary or two.
It
Okay.
applies.
Yeah, we can learn a lot from animals.
Oh God, you feel me? But bitch, I ain't no animal. I'm this.
I'm a
Okay.
human being.
This is what I am, right here. And
So where is the happy
stuff
medium
matters.
then?
I honestly feel like it's gonna come to a point where you have to, like you said earlier, like it has to be an intentional thing from the jump.
Okay.
Of like,
okay, so yeah, okay, that has to be a conversation where usually it's probably not a conversation.
nah, but you gotta be the person where I'm like, you gotta identify the things that are important to you, right? So it's like if the conversation is about like, hello. No, yeah, you good. It's your place.
Being like, hey girl, hey.
What you were saying?
It's about you kind of gotta be the one to initiate it because, like you said, like if you don't, it just won't happen.
You can let them out.
It will never come out. They'll never bring it up.
Yeah.
You gotta be like, at a certain point, be like, all right, what are the things where I'm like, if nothing else, whether I get the answer I want or not, let me at least ask these questions and kind of see where the mindset is, if any. You know,
Closed
like,
mouths don't get fed.
yeah.
Closed legs don't get head.
Oh, hello.
So his second physical thing has to be physical touch at this point. His love
Oh,
language.
well, yeah,
By
for
default,
sure.
like,
Listen,
all the math is just
we done
mapping at this
eliminate
point.
all the other ones.
It did not rhyme.
You don't have a top 3, you got a top 2.
Yeah. Clearly.
That's it.
Nah.
Yeah.
You
I can't even remember all 5 of them. I feel bad for keep asking what they all is.
You gotta focus on you too. Like for me, I'm like,
write 'em
it
down.
gotta be acts of service for me and quality time. And like the acts of service, however this is from my brain, I'm like, just remember the things that I told you I'm passionate about. Surprise me with something.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I noticed. I remember
That
you
I
said
like.
you like da 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 da. Boom.
Yeah.
What? You just grabbed Chinese off
That's
the
big.
strip.
That's big.
From my favorite spot.
Yeah, from my favorite spot.
You know, I
mentioned
fuck with
once.
Marvel. You got tickets to the movie.
Right.
You want to go
Just
see it?
off
Like
the
what?
strip.
You
Yeah.
want tickets to the game?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Courtside?
absolutely. What? Not courtside. You dealing with
got-
some fancy
She
women.
got money. Get you a cougar.
Speaking of the bones of the kids.
Listen, already established. Listen. And she makes sure you eat too.
That's funny.
Do they let you borrow the car, or is that a stereotype?
She sent the car for me.
Oh.
That's okay too.
Either.
That's okay too. Don't piss her off when you have to walk.
You already know,
Right.
bitch. Or park at Rose.
Fuck you, nigga. No parking in LA. What do you say? That's the illest shit ever said, man.
Real.
This nigga wanna. What's up? I appreciate you niggas for coming out, man.
Of course.
Beautiful melanated folks.
Yeah.
Doing great things. We are definitely gonna have y'all come back again. You feel me? It's gonna be a lot more fluid conversation to be had. This was a good start to the series right here. I think we covered some good ground. Good stuff. We gonna hear from some different demographics next, but like this was definitely a good place to start. I appreciate y'all for breaking the motherfucking ice on this series. Let's go.
Citrus.
You had to lean in on though. It ain't giving Nathan.
On the nozzle and just take it in.
Nose in that bitch, like. Yeah. Go ahead and plug yourself, man.
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Maybe because you're the famous one.
Oh.
Let me sparkle this a little bit
you
before
seen
you
her,
sign.
her social media.
Yo,
she be
when she bust out the 360 cam, I'm like, yo, it ain't but so much I could do.
I just be in these
but so much of it.
I ain't never been in front of one of those.
Yeah,
I just
not
hope
like
to
that.
be in the room, that's all. But
You be in the room.
social media platforms, pretty much all of them is Chrissy, KRISSY _ Tina, TINA _ D. So Chrissy _ Tina _ D.
Ooh, okay.
And then my other business ventures are in the bio, so just follow those.
You can follow this nigga on TV.
Whoa. I mean, yes, but
All right, great job, you guys.
but yeah, I all my social media was all before I realized the brand was in the name. So none of my things are easy to spell or find by
We're gonna
default.
put some links in the description.
But when you can find it, same thing. It all links up. It's all Antonius the Great. No, the Antonius is not spelled the way you think it is.
Wait a minute. Nigga, is your real name Antonius?
It's not.
You came up with that.
I did.
From watching Spartacus.
I did not. But
Felonious.
funny you mentioned that though.
Anthony's nickname.
But funny you mentioned that. I did look up what my name meant and what it originated from. And there was like some type of Greek backstory. And I was like, I'm just going to flip it a little bit. And
So
kind of got to that point.
Antonius.
Yeah, Antonius. Antonius spelled Antonius. DAGREAT on most anything.
Because he's definitely a 90s baby.
Even my like acting website is not my name. It's again social media before it became like the thing. So yeah, you find me on that.
Yeah. We appreciate y'all for coming out. And as always, y'all know, y'all can catch me where I be, because I be where I be at. And as a wise man once said, yeah, bitch, yeah!